Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Panthers are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against a Packers defense that wants to make quick stops.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. The first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Shipped together here from the D-line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Rodgers now on first down. A swing pass caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Martellus Bennett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Newton gives off to Stewart. And an alley to run. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run. They'll try the air now with Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Stewart on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. First down, Rodgers lets it fly deep for Cobb, and that's caught inside the 30. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go back to Stewart on first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense.
Touchdown, Carolina! Cam Newton, 34 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Oh, they're holding their breath right now. That's Aaron Rodgers shaken up on the play. Still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Hundley. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted. Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's caught by Funchess.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 2, Newton. And the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. Newton now to throw. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So second down, 3 yards to go now. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Throwing, Hundley. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch. But underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use it? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. Taking a shot for Samuel. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And down he'll go at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Come on, let's go. Let's round.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A quick handoff. That's Lasike. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The penalty. Here's Stewart. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. This a 33-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. The Browns, they've scored again, extending their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go! 1-9!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll drop to throw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They'll send the tight end in motion. And the back goes into motion. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. To throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, look at this play call. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there in the final minute. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Carolina, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
You